take care of her. The earth is our mother. We must take care of her.
And we're doing it again.
The earth is our mother. We must take care of her. The earth is our mother. We must take care of her.
Back to some hey-yanas.
Hey yana ho yana, hey yana. Hey yana ho yana, hey yana. Hey yana ho yana, hey yana. Hey yana ho yana, hey yana.
Her sacred ground we walk upon.
Her sacred ground we walk upon. With every step we take, her sacred ground we walk upon. With every step we take.
And again.
Her sacred ground we walk upon. With every step we take, her sacred ground we walk upon. With every step we take.
Hey yana.
Hey yana ho yana, hey yana. Hey yana ho yana, hey yana. Hey yana ho yana, hey yana. Hey yana ho yana, hey yana.
Woo! Tom? All right. Am I there? I'm there. What a perfect song for a talk about grounding. Thank you, Laura and Anton. Good morning, everybody. Welcome, welcome to Center for Spiritual Living, Rogue Valley, in partnership with Unity of Medford. I'm Kimberly Hawkins. As always, my pleasure to welcome each and every one of you, no matter where you happen to be on your own personal spiritual journey. We are a radically inclusive, spiritually progressive faith community. We would love to welcome you, a special welcome if it's your first time here. Any first-timers today? Perhaps not. All right. And a welcome, too, to everyone watching us online. We have a few people to introduce. Practitioner Karen Jordan will be doing our invocation and reading shortly. You've met our incredible musicians, Anton Miserak and Laura Berryhill. Our shy and retiring Laura, yeah. And Nancy Clay did our meditation, I believe, this morning. I wasn't in there, and is holding high watch. So she's praying throughout the service for the highest and best of everybody here. If you haven't already done so, please turn cell phones off or in airplane mode. I'm going to ask us now to take a collective deep breath as we turn it over to our musicians to prepare us for opening prayer and reading. Thank you.
Listen, listen, listen to my heart song. Listen, listen, listen to my heart song. I will always love you. I will always serve you. I will always love you. I will always serve you. Listen, listen, listen to my heart song. Listen, listen, listen to my heart song. I will never forget you. I will never forsake you. I will never forget you. I will never forsake you. Listen, listen, listen to my heart song. Listen, listen, listen to my heart song. I will always love you. I will always serve you. I will always love you. I will always serve you. Listen, listen, listen to my heart's song. Listen, listen, listen to my heart's song. I will never forget you, I will never forsake you. I will never forget you, I will never forsake you. Listen, listen, listen to my heart's song. Listen, listen, listen to my heart's song.
Good morning. There we go, mic on. Let's join in prayer. Gently closing your eyes. Allow the beauty and the love of all that are here with us, reflecting the God within, without, around and through. God is one, only one, and we are one together with God within. We connect to each other with the love in our hearts. Feel the beauty of this day, this time, and be in this time, in the now, as who you are, beautiful child of God, as they say. I'm so grateful for this time together, for all that goes into doing this beautiful service, electronics, food, music, prayer, Reverend Kimberly's wonderful talk, and our being with each other. Thank you, Spirit, for folding us into this beautiful place, holding us in love. I know this continues throughout our day. For this I am grateful, and so it is. Whoop, whoop, whoop. I have a, excuse me. Leave it. I have a reading from Mother Teresa. People are often unreasonable, illogical, self-centered. Forgive them anyway. If you are kind, people may accuse you of selfish, ulterior motives. Be kind anyway. If you are successful, you will win some false friends and some true enemies. Succeed anyway. If you are honest and frank, people may cheat you. Be honest and frank anyway. What you spend years building, someone could destroy overnight. Build anyway. If you find serenity and happiness, they may be jealous, but be happy anyway. The good you do today, people will often forget tomorrow. Do good anyway. Give the world the best you have, and it may never be enough. Give the world the best you've got anyway. You see, in the final analysis, it is between you and God. It was never between you and them anyway. Yeah. So it is. Norwegians. Independence.
great reading. I will make a quiet place within my heart, and I will wait upon the Lord, wait upon the Lord. I will make a quiet place within my mind, and I will wait upon the Lord, wait upon the Lord. Be still, my soul, be still. Be still, my soul, be still. Be still and know. I will make a quiet place within my life, and I will wait upon the Lord, wait upon the Lord. I will make a quiet place within my heart, and I will wait upon the Lord, wait upon the Lord. I will make a quiet place within my mind, and I will wait upon the Lord, wait upon the Lord. Be still, my soul, be still. Be still, my soul, be still. Be still and know. I will make a quiet place within my life, and I will wait upon the Lord, wait upon the Lord. I will make a quiet place. I will make a quiet place.
Yummy. One of my favorite songs by Michael Gott. Thank you, you too. Thank you. I chose for the topic this morning, grounded and guided. And true, it came to me in a meditation a few weeks back, and little did I know how much I would need this talk myself today. So it's for me, and hopefully it'll have some meaning to all you, because if we are not grounded, if we are not in that quiet space, we're not guided, we're not hearing, right? We just aren't. So St. Paul, in his letter in 1 Corinthians, to the Corinthians, said, "Know ye not that your bodies are temples of the Holy Spirit, given to you by God to live in?" And that really speaks, for me at least, to this expression all of us have heard: we are spiritual beings having a physical or a human experience, right? So we're not our bodies. We are spirit incarnate. And we're called somehow to manage living in both worlds, the upper realm and the lower realm, the grounded realm here on earth. And sometimes it can be a little challenging, yes? And I think especially in times when there's a lot going on, which certainly there is right now in both our country and in our world, to be grounded, to be in that still space where we can know, to be connected to the earth, to have our feet on the ground, not just our head in the sky, is so very important. And you know, whatever the stressors personally that are going on in your life, because there's always something, as Gilder Radner said, right? To be grounded is so important. So we're gonna, with Laura's help in a few minutes, we're gonna do a grounding exercise, and I'm gonna talk some more about how we manage to do this. So if you think about whatever's going in your life, I will share with you that many of you know that my housemate and good friend Vivian had hip replacement surgery 2 weeks ago Tuesday, and she's doing great, but it's challenging. You know, it's a challenging time right after surgery. And so many things happened this week when I was having a difficult time sitting on my meditation chair because I was caregiving. Just a few things that happened that made me realize the necessity of grounding. Right before she went into surgery, if any of you have had surgery lately, you know you have to wash the sheets the 2 nights before to make sure they're sterile. Well, our dryer went on the blink. So we couldn't dry the bedding. We had to go to the laundromat. Now, I must admit, not having a dryer, that's a first world problem, right? But in our, daily lives, it's a problem. So the dryer still isn't. I managed to find a dryer in the midst of all this crazy busyness and had it delivered and had the old one carted away. But when they got it to the house, apparently the outlet we've had that had our old dryer going is the wrong whatever, voltage, amps, I don't know, right? So the dryer is there, but it's still not hooked up. I have to find an electrician. While that was going on, and we learned we had the dryer, but it wasn't going to work, the crews came for the city to read our water meter and knocked on my door and said, "You've got a leak out here, ma'am." So the little bin where the water meter sits is filled with water. They recommended a plumber, and I was good. I asked them if they had, they recommended one, a mom and pop, and I called what I thought was that plumber. But when you Google things, ads come up. So the first thing that came up was not the plumbing company I called. So the other company came, and it was outrageously anyway, long story short, the leak is not yet fixed. Anyway, this is life, right? I mean, we all go through things like this. So this idea of being quiet. Now, I did get away, thank goodness. Viv was well enough that her good friend Deborah, the one who lives in Spain, who you all helped pay for Viv's trip to visit her, Deborah left this morning, but she and I got away to Bandon overnight on Friday night. And how many have been to Circles in the Sand in Bandon? Yeah. We left here, it was 92 degrees. I was in my summer clothes and got out of the car, and there were like gale force winds, and it was in the 50s. And I immediately had to change, but it was so delightful. Talk about grounding. There's something, to either walk in nature, to forest bathe, as the Japanese say, or to walk on the beach. I didn't walk barefoot. It was a little cold for that. But, there's something, right? Very, very grounding. I've heard, too, that it's the ions in the air around the ocean that make you feel so good. So I'm very grateful to have had that experience this weekend, and I'm a little more here, I think, than I would have been without it. Now, our bodies have this chakra system, and, the root chakra is what helps us be grounded to the earth, and the crown chakra at the top of the head is what opens us to God, spirit, the universe, the higher realms, right? And so our bodies are designed to live in both worlds. And interestingly enough, we have 7 chakras. The middle, well, actually there are 8, but normally we talk about 7. The middle chakra is the heart chakra. So the heart chakra is that place that joins God's spirit, the all that is, with here, physical plane, lower realm. So that's where we're centered. When we're centered there, we are both grounded and guided. So let me just check and see if there's anything else I want to say. Well, yeah. Anton and Laura got excited when I talked about this topic because they work with people and do retreats on the mountain, Mount Shasta. And Anton told me the story. It's Dayak, but is it
Ngaju Dayak.
the Ngaju Dayak people in Borneo? I was just in Borneo last year as part of my trip to Bali. They have a really interesting separation of the upper and the lower, and it's male and female. So the women are tending the crops, planting the crops. So they're very connected to the earth. Their totem is the water snake, which represents the earth, the lower realms, right? And the men are hunters, and they apparently use their intuition to know where to go to find the animals to hunt. So they're connected to the upper realms. Our founder of Science of Mind, Ernest Holmes, said intuition is God in man showing him the way to go, just as instinct would guide an animal. So the totem for the men in this culture is the hornbill, which is, I don't know if you've seen a picture, I looked it up, it's this big billed, bird, which obviously represents the upper realms because birds fly. So when they're buried separately in different cemeteries. The men buried upriver, uphill, the women down. And I Googled a little bit about the beliefs. Apparently, the Ngaju Dayak people believe they journey both to the upper world but separate paths. It's really beautiful, interesting way to separate the two. I guess in this culture, we're called to have both the hornbill and the water snake as our totems. So I think that may be all I want to say for right now. I'm thinking too about, the Zen saying, before enlightenment, chop wood, carry water. After enlightenment, chop wood, carry water. We're still here for a time. And I think that St. Paul's letter, the one I quoted earlier, it doesn't only mean that we should treat our bodies as holy temples. I think it also means what he was talking about was we collectively are the body of God. We are God on earth expressing itself. He would call it the body of Christ. So it also means we're called to act in ways that are dignified, that are respectful, that are connected. All right, I'm going to turn it over now to Laura and Anton because I'd like us to practice grounding, and then we'll talk more about the guided, because I think the grounding comes first. Laura, would you agree? Okay, I'm going to sit down here and listen.
I'll see if I can get us connected up, and we'll be open to receive that guidance. And Anton is going to play some nice music for us. So the first thing I always ask people to do, and if you need to get grounded, you're out there in the world and something happens, you can use this very first technique to always just get yourself back to center. It's short, sweet, and simple. So I'm going to ask you, if you'd like to close your eyes, that's fine. If you'd rather have them open, that's fine. Just do 3 big out breaths. So our bodies will breathe in naturally, but just let go of as much air as you can. You can make a little whooshing sound if you want, or just silently let it go. And then breathe in when you get to the bottom of the well, and breathe out again. In again and out again whenever you're ready. And now Kimberly mentioned that chakra system. The top one is on the top of our head. The bottom one would be down by our tailbone. Just imagine that there's some energy or a beam of light or a flow somehow that goes down your spine. As you breathe, you can feel this just going down from the top of your head, through your body, through your torso, and down through your spine, to that root chakra, the source of your vitality, and let the energy keep flowing down into the earth. Now, deep down in the earth is a dynamo. There's magma and magnetism, a lot going on down there. If you have anything you need to release, any anxiety or something on your mind or your heart, just let it flow down that channel you've created, out your root and into the earth, where it can be recycled. And keep breathing as you do this. Your breath can help you feel your spine. Feel that beautiful flow of light within you. And if you need a little additional grounding, you can let the energy flow through your legs and out your feet into the earth. No matter what position you're sitting in, you can let this flow just happen, connecting you more deeply to the earth. And likewise, if you'd like to let go of something up near your head or shoulders or arms, just let that flow down your arms, out the chakras in your hands, and into the earth. And keep breathing, allowing your body to relax. Bring yourself into an awareness of your own physical being. Feel that root chakra. Feel the weight of your body as you sit. And this is the weight in a good way. As you feel that weight, you are more connected through gravity to the planet. The planet is a lot bigger than we are. And as you breathe, turn your attention to your top chakra, the one that you keep open to spirit. And just allow yourself to observe the energy flowing in your body as it navigates its way between those 2 points of your own being. And remember to keep breathing. When you're ready, bring your attention to your heart. That's that center point of our chakra system. Just feel that flow as it comes from above and below, circulating in a dynamic way between you and the earth. That awareness centering in your heart of your own personal energy system. And as you go into your heart, how does that feel to you? How is your flow there? Just get a good sense of yourself. And whatever you find, bring gratitude to your heart. Bring gratitude for what you discover there. Maybe it starts as a tiny seed of gratitude. Just glad to be alive, glad to be connected. And just let that fill up your heart. With every breath you take, just let that expand inside your heart, gratitude. It's possible to start it from just a little seed. Let it expand into your body. And let it expand further into your being. that being that is perhaps just beyond the boundaries of our physical bodies, that spiritual being that has the human experience. Just let the gratitude fill that space. And let it flow outward even further to your community, your friends that are sitting near you. And to the city. To the continent. To the world. To that which is beyond our world. You are all that. And then begin to bring that gratitude back inward. And go ahead and just gently, gently pull it into yourself, back toward this everyday being, this wonderful being that is you. Back into your body. Feel it again in your heart. And just let that gratitude give you peace in your being. Again, become aware of your body, that lovely weight that the earth supporting your body gives you, that flow of energy from top to bottom, connected to the planet. Become aware of your arms and legs, your fingers and toes, the physical top of your head. And back to your breathing again. Feel that breath. Feel your spine expand. And just bring yourself to a place of peace. And when you're ready, you may open your eyes. Come back to this beautiful room.
So I want to know, how does that feel? What's that? Awesome. I know I feel grounded. I didn't really talk about, what does it mean to be grounded? I guess for me it means awareness, mindfulness, that we're aware of the location of our body. Whoops, Tom. We're aware of our relation to other people. Mindfulness. Yeah. At peace with me, Melanie says. Yeah, that's beautiful. Wow. So enlightenment, isn't it really about awareness? It's about being in the present moment, but also connected to the greater, almighty, God, spirit, whatever you want to call it. I was thinking about the Native Americans, talking about Father Sky, Mother Earth, and Laura informed me. These two have so much, I don't know how many master's degrees between them, but, in some tribes they said it's the opposite, Father Earth and Mother Sky. It doesn't matter. Both are important and both are holy. I love the Buddhist monk, Thich Nhat Hanh. What a beautiful soul he was. He said, walk as if you are kissing the earth with your feet. I remember being in a practitioner retreat years ago at Namaste, and one of our practitioners led us in this mindfulness walk. Have you ever done it where you really, you walk so slowly that you're aware of your heel hitting the ground, You're aware of the back leg coming, I mean, very, very slowly. So I think part of this grounding experience, and I'll talk more about different ways we can do that, but it's to slow down, right? Cut out the multitasking. Maybe drive below the speed limit. Have you ever tried that? Some people get upset, but oh well, right? Maybe they need to slow down too. Parker Palmer, this is a big paraphrase, but I love the Quaker writer Parker Palmer. He talked about the fact that spirituality is not rising above the world. It's about being deeply grounded in it, held by something greater, yet fully present in what he called the mess and mystery of life. I think we've all experienced some of that lately. There's a Vedic expression about being rooted like a tree, yet open to the sky. And finally, this from Thich Nhat Hanh, and then we'll talk about guidance. He said, don't get so spiritual that you forget to do the dishes. Because order is important too, right? When we allow there to be clutter around us, it occupies our brain, it distracts us, and it really ungrounds us. Order is a God quality. I mean, if you look at the way the earth works, it is a God quality. I guess I'm getting too close to that mic. Okay. So, you know, we talked earlier about forest bathing, going to the beach. We can't always do that. We don't always have access to green spaces. A while back, in fact, when I first came to Center for Spiritual Living, candidating for a senior minister position, I taught a little workshop called Developing Your Intuition, you know, strengthening that, listening to that voice of God within. And I, in preparation for teaching a class on that at my old center, I read a book by Sonia Choquette, who is a psychic, and she talked about different things we can do if we can't get out to Lithia Park or Bear Creek Park or the beach. She said, open your windows. Of course, in the morning, I don't know about you guys, every morning I do that. I open the windows and let in the cool air, pull back the curtains, have fresh plants around in your house. Is another way to you know, bring in that nature space. Burning woodsy scented candles or essential oils. Adding a few rocks or shells or pine cones or crystals to your decor. I don't know what it is, but I often, when I'm at the beach, collect stones and shells, and I have containers of them all over my house. I can't quite, that's part of the clutter I'm not willing to get rid of because I think it's good clutter. Listening to recordings of forest sounds, and finally, walking barefoot outside is a great way to get grounded. Clearing out clutter, oh boy, oh boy. So this is still preparation for the guidance, right, to come through. So what could we clear out? Let's hear some things. Closets, drawers, what else? Garage. Resentments, thank you. Yeah, doing some forgiveness work. Maybe doing some things we've been procrastinating about, writing a letter that you've put off, because that's creating mental clutter, right? A to-do that's hanging over you. What else might we clear out? Bills, paying bills, yeah. Even if it means partial payments, yeah, being responsible. You know, there's that till in the car, the glove compartment, and there's that one between the seats. I don't know about you, but mine collect. The bedside table drawer. Oh my goodness. Under the bed. Let's not talk about that one, Melanie. Donating things that no longer are of use, organizing the kitchen pantry, so many things. Discard any old unflattering photos of yourself. Who needs to keep those around, right? Melanie says they're all beautiful. This morning, there's a namaste sign in the social hall, and every day I come in, it's somehow tipped, and I asked Jordan, who's tall, if he could fix it, and Melanie came up and he said, you know, Kimberly, she said, you know, I like it off-center, because we're all a little bit, and that's not actually, what did you say, Melanie?
Stop doing that. I'm perfectly
Perfectly imperfect. Yeah, let's accept the imperfection. That was cute. It reminds you of who you are. It's cute. All right, so, and then slowing down, unplugging, having a day to unplug, taking a half-hour walk by yourself. Almost always we can afford to do that. If you have a tendency to be late, make it a commitment to be early, to be 5 minutes early at least. Those kinds of things ground us. Okay, once we are grounded, we are in a position to be guided. Because we're centered, we're open, we're relaxed, we're not preoccupied, we're present. And you know, guidance, I'm going to repeat myself a little bit here, but God, Spirit, Holy Spirit, infinite intelligence, cosmic consciousness, whatever we choose to call it, is broadcasting 24/7. It is a station that is never off air, but we disconnect. Do you think that's true? Yeah. So when we're grounded, we can hear. And guidance, as I've said before, it's not something we have to work hard to get. In fact, when we're working hard, we're getting in the way of getting it. Yes? So again, we know it is divine guidance rather than our egos or our brains trying to figure things out when it comes easily, suddenly, spontaneously. It just, the answer comes. We've all had that experience in the shower when we first wake up in the morning, something that's been bothering us, the clarity comes. So remember the 4 S's of divine guidance. It comes suddenly, spontaneously, not with a lot of work. It tends to be steady. It tends to nudge us again and again and again. You really shouldn't be doing this, or you really should do this. It doesn't want to let us go. It's steady. It's usually simple. It's not complicated, right? It's succinct. It's simple. And I'm forgetting one. Steady, succinct, simple, supportive. Divine guidance will never tell you to hang on to that grudge or to seek revenge or to hoard your good, right? It's always going to be supportive of you and also anyone you're in contact with. So I really think when you think about it, the grounding is the essential piece, yeah? It's the foundation, Laura said. Yeah. And just to remember that guidance is available to any of us. I did find 2 poems that I wanted to share with you that to me speak to both principles. This one about grounding, and again, this is from Thich Nhat Hanh, the Buddhist monk. And it starts with the quote that I read earlier. Walk as though your feet are kissing the earth. Lift your eyes as if you were lost in wonder at living on this beautiful world. Handle every possession as though you may never see it again. Greet everyone you meet as a long-lost brother and newly discovered teacher. See every fallen leaf as an irreplaceable painting. Each individual flower as priceless sculpture. Feel every feeling as though you know you will never be privileged to feel this exact same feeling ever again. Be here now. Okay, if we can follow that advice, we get to experience divine guidance. I talked about it not being hard, not being a struggle. See if that helps. This is Steve Taylor from his book, The Calm Center. And the poem is entitled, The Secrets. You want the secrets? You want to know the secrets of God, of the divine? Here's what he tells us. You can't grasp at the secrets, prize them from the earth, or pluck them from the air. The harder you try to hold them, the more they lose their form until they leak away. You can grind matter down to the tiniest grains until it collapses into nothing, but its essence will always elude you. You can pin nature down and torture her, but she'll never tell you what she knows. You can't use force or even effort. You can only create the right conditions, reverse the beam of your attention, and make a sacred space inside. I will make a quiet place, yeah. Let your mind become as empty as a cloudless sky and as calm as the surface of a lake, until your depths are rich with stillness and the channel is wide and clear enough for the secrets to flow through and reveal themselves to you. It's simple, not always easy, right? So let's remember to get grounded, to be open, and to remember that that divine station is always, always speaking to us. We just have to get still enough to listen. Let's go into prayer. I love our prayer because really it is connecting us. While Laura talked about that cord that goes into the earth, this is the beam that goes to the heavens when I say, I know, I recognize one power, one presence, one infinite intelligence, one love, one peace, one heart, the source of all that is, the Alpha, the Omega, all powerful, all knowing, everywhere present. And knowing that God, Spirit, Source is all there is. I am made from it. Each one of us is made from it. There's nothing else to be made from. We cannot be separate from it or from each other. It is always both within, in front of us, as Karen Drucker sings, behind us, to the left, to the right, all around is simply divinity, goodness, guidance, supply. And so my prayer today is that each one of us breathe deeply, take time to not multitask, but to be here now, to release, whether it's to-dos or things that clutter our spaces or our mind, to take time to remember that our bodies are temples of that one life. And we are here as spirit to experience the beauty all around us, to share it, to breathe it, to be it. I know for each of us this week, as we focus on the ability and the desire to be here now, to let our feet kiss the earth as we walk, to be aware that we're blessed. We are exquisitely guided in everything. Every step, every decision becomes simple, not tortured, not frantic. I am grounded and guided. Would you say that after me, please? I am grounded and guided. I am grounded and I am guided. And I give thanks to know this truth for each of us. I release this word knowing it's heard, this prayer is answered. And I invite us to say together, and so it is. Amen. Thank you.
All right. Are you ready to take that grounding and get a little rowdy? We invite you to sing along. Earth my body, water my blood, air my breath, and fire my spirit.
Earth my body, water my blood, air my breath, and fire my spirit. Earth my body, water my blood, air my breath, and fire my spirit. Earth my body, water my blood, air my breath, and fire my spirit. Earth my body, water my blood, air my breath, and fire my spirit. water my blood, air my breath, and fire my spirit, earth my body, water my blood, air my breath, and fire my spirit, earth my body, water my blood, air my breath, and fire my spirit, earth my body, water my blood, air my breath, and fire my spirit. Earth my body, water my blood, air my breath, and fire my spirit, earth my body, water my blood, air my breath, and fire my spirit.
We feel that love.
How about that one, Tom? There we go. All right, this one, battery may have died. The light's still lit, but okay. So let's do our giving affirmation. Again, thank you for your continued support of CSL RV Unity. Let's say our affirmation together. I give from a place of love, knowing that as I give, so do I richly receive. So it is.
Loka in the world, samasta in every direction, sukino. Happiness, bhavantu, let it be. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. 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 Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu.
Thank you. All right, I'm going to bring Trasia up in just a minute for announcements. I have a couple myself. Ginny, Nichols, and Alan, welcome back. Did you bring birthday cake today? Okay, Ginny, I have a request from Viv. Would you set aside a piece for her so I can bring it home to her? Yeah, so usually first Sunday we celebrate birthdays. They were away, so please join us in the Bosworth Hall for fellowship and food. And the one announcement I wanted to make is, remember at the beginning of June when I did the talk about neurodiversity, we talked about the fact that we tend to be a hugging community, but not everybody wants to physically hug. Not everyone's comfortable with it. So we, thanks to Jordan, now have stickers available at the back there for everybody to put on their name tag. If you're a hugger and you don't mind being hugged, put a green sticker in the upper left side of your name tag next to the logo. A yellow sticker will mean, please ask me first, because, maybe some days I want a hug and some days I don't. Maybe some days I'm sick and. And a pink or red means, I'd rather just love you from a little distance, and that's just fine. So please take advantage of this. And then while we're at it, just a reminder to please wear your name tags. It's great, especially for new people. We get to know them, they get to know us. So I think that's it. Tracia, come on up, and I'll leave the rest to you.
Good morning. Ooh, gotta have my eyeballs. Oh, yep, there's everything. So today, after service, Jason's Jewelry is available in Bosworth Hall. Be sure and stop by the table. Our practitioner meeting is at 12:15. So practitioners, please join us back there. Tai Chi meets at 10 a.m. on Tuesdays, immediately followed by poetry as spiritual practice at 11. The travel group has a Crater Lake trolley tour Saturday, July 19th, leaving at 8 a.m. An outing to the Lake of the Woods on 7/26 as well. See our newsletter and/or please contact Ellen Michaels for details. Northwest Seasonal Workers Association annual luau is also on Saturday, July 19th, from 6 to 8 p.m. at Robert Pfaff Park in Central Point. Suggested donation is $10 per person. CSL RV has been a sponsor for NSWA for many years now. Children's programs are presently on hiatus until September. However, we're still seeking volunteers to be involved in the youth program. Special service next Sunday, don't miss it. Reverend Laura and Kathy Green are going to put together an interactive youth lesson. So come out and join the fun for that. For those who do not get our weekly newsletter, there's always a current copy in the Bosworth Hall on the information table. And if you'd like to sign up for the e-news, here you can do that also in Bosworth Hall on that same table. You can also do that on the website or email us at cslroguevalley@gmail.com. Want to send out a special greetings and thanks to those who have joined us online on Facebook today. I don't happen to have your names, but we're very glad you were able to be here with us. We have one prayer box in the back of the sanctuary for CSL and Unity. If you will, you can find a prayer request form in the rack underneath our purple chairs or at the back of the sanctuary. Oh, and one other thing, we're getting ready for the Conscious Living Fair. That's also coming up on Saturday the 26th from 11 to 4 in the bustling metropolis of Phoenix, Oregon. We just invite you to come out, stop by, say hello to us at the table. We've got a lot of fun things planned for that. Join us, please, today after service in the Bosworth Hall for refreshments and fellowship. And I think that's all I have for you today. Have a great Sunday.
Thank you, Tracia. Didn't she do a great job? Yeah. So before our closing song, just a couple thank yous. Tom Frederick on sound, Norman, Ben, and there was someone, or is it just you two today on the tech team? Yeah, way to go. And a big thank you to Michael Sunday and Ginny Nichols for Michael brings food every week. Ginny with her delicious birthday cakes, gluten-free and regular. And Terry Mershon, who's always behind the scenes and probably is going to give me a little talking to for recognizing her. But she is here early every week and leaves late every week, just making sure everything's in order, including the candles lit and the decorations along with the Lacey and everything. Thank you, Terry. Yeah. I'm going to invite practitioners and ministers in the room to please come forward. They are available for a 5-minute miracle after service, so please don't leave here with a heavy heart. And I'm going to turn it over to our musicians. Yeah, and Morel is up here, and Kathy, our two brand new practitioners, eager to pray with you. Turning it back over to you guys for our closing song. If you're able, please stand.
Thank you for being in the world. I love you. I bless you. Thank you for being in the world. I love you. I bless you. Thank you for being in the world. I love you. I bless you. Thank you for being in the world. I love you. I bless you. Thank you for being in the world. I love you. I bless you. Thank you for being